Nate, I don't know if you know, but Mike and I started a podcast we do called BigMike Little Ant. And,
Okay. No, I hadn't heard it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but we do it on video, so it's it's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've been actually having to use Zoom because we can't see each other in person, obviously.
Makes sense. You know, Zoom, do the whole do y'all like just sync up your video, record that, and then put it on there?
Yeah, so what we would do is this right now. See how we're all on here? We would have recording, and then we would upload this. I would upload the Zoom video.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's cool because Mike and I are very we're very different and we're very similar. So it's really cool because we agree on a lot and we disagree on a lot, and our points are like we respect each other's points and we love to debate. It's just a really good chemistry for a show. It's pretty cool. I like working.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah, but it seems like you got a lot of insight on this whole Marvel stuff. That's good. We definitely got to get you on these shows, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I had the little app right here, and you can see like all the old school one. So like, here's the whole scene.
Nate, dog.
Okay, Josh, got your green screen going now, Josh? Okay.
Nah, you can do it too.
Now you got to have a certain laptop, I think, or something.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Remember I told you mine couldn't, and Mike tried his before, and it said he didn't have the right specifications.
Really?
Yeah.
I do know. Yeah. Where is it? I lost the thing.
On the top little arrow.
This is cool to look at it like this.
It was switched.
You know what? I'm shocked that you can't do it on your cell phone. That's shocking.
I've done it on my phone.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. I have done it on my phone before.
Actually, I can do it in my kitchen because it's green, my wall. So I can do it in my kitchen.
Wait, really?
Like
well, no. Here's the thing. It's two settings. One setting says green screen. What Josh is doing is he's clicking on it and it says not green screen. So that's how Josh is doing it. You're clicking on it and it says green screen, but it just doesn't fully work unless you have an actual green screen. But if you click on not green screen, I think that's when it's going to pop up and say, this device doesn't meet the specifications.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
interesting. Okay.
Josh is doing.
Huh?
I said, so you technically can't do exactly what Josh is doing.
I know, but I can do it in my kitchen.
Right. That's cool.
Because the green wall. It's crazy.
Now I'm trying to see how can I do it on my cell phone. I would have
thought have some kind of specifications, I guess, going on.
I would have thought you should be able to do it on your cell phone.
Hey guys.
Yep.
Hi.
Wait, let me start my camera.
Chloe this for shiz.
What up?
So what'd you think about the movie, Chloe?
So I had technical difficulties most of the time, but I've seen the movie.
Right.
So hold on, let me put my camera up. It's a good movie. I like the Avengers. They're funny.
Okay.
Honestly, I was a little upset that Black Panther got involved in the whole situation. I feel like Wakanda should have just
exactly.
Wakanda should have just stayed hidden, guys. Like that's really how I feel.
I ain't gonna stay hidden when the whole world is affected, though.
Wakanda would not have been affected.
The snap.
Some of them disappeared.
All right.
But yeah, no, Wakanda should have stayed out of it from the gate. Like, it was a beautiful oasis, and as soon as they got involved, all hell broke loose, and their oasis was destroyed.
So answer me this: you're a Killmonger fan? You agreed with him?
Josh, you're killing me right now with this background, by the way.
Wakanda forever. So, yes, I am a Killmonger fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I figured.
Birthday twin, what up?
You already.
Yeah.
Oh, you got all the Marvel stuff on the wall back there.
Black Panther right behind her.
Right.
Yeah, right? See?
She got Cap, Black Panther, and that's some Spider-Man. Oh, that's the whole Avengers.
That's pretty dope, actually.
Yeah.
Nice.
And where did you?
You know what? Since we watched this movie, I should bring some more stuff out. Hold on.
Come on here with my. I don't know if y'all can even see that.
The Brahma Bull?
You got the Thor, the Brahma Bull on the Thor.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
No, you're
That's not the Thor hammer on him.
Nice.
Nate and I
got a Thor hammer on my keychain, actually. I love it. So
Nate and I both went to the same university as The Rock. So this little FYI.
Oh, Dwayne Johnson. All right.
Yes.
this, of course, stays in the package, but since we just watched this movie.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now I gotta get up.
So you guys don't think that, you know, Wakanda should have stayed hidden?
Of course.
So here's my thing. At some point, they were gonna find out about Wakanda.
How?
What you mean how? So the world was getting smaller, right? You already had Claw come there and rob him, and he kept doing it.
Howard Stark robbed him too.
Howard Stark robbed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was only going to be a matter of time before somebody came there and found out that they existed.
First of all, he shouldn't even been in Wakanda.
Who?
What's his name? The guy who robbed from them? He shouldn't have been there.
Claw shouldn't have been there, but he went there, he robbed them, and then he left.
The
Back
whole
in the
point
80s
is
or 90s.
they should have stayed hidden the entire time.
They tried that. They tried that. They tried
What are
staying
you
hidden.
doing?
Here's what I agree. I actually agreed with Killmonger. I said you either have the conquered or you have the conquerors. If we stay how we are now, they're gonna catch up to us and pass us up, and then they're gonna take us over. So he said we should have just taken them over now. If we're gonna come out, let's go ahead, come out and take it over.
If we want to take it back to Black Panther, I feel like how is all the Black Panthers before T'Challa going to allow stuff like slavery and all these other black,
that's what he said.
And have all this power. That's ridiculous.
Got destroyed in this movie. What do you think would have happened earlier?
But wait, what'd you ask?
If Wakanda was vulnerable in this movie, right? What do you think would have happened before? If everyone tried to attack Wakanda, it would have went down.
Well, so they had the power. Oh man, he went and got it out.
Yeah, y'all thought I was playing.
You made me go grab it.
What?
So I guess with whatever happened before, the fact that he's saying the fact that they had the vibranium and the herbs and all that, they could have stopped all that.
That.
But is it true? Do y'all agree that I feel like most Africans don't view themselves as like being African? They view themselves as being Wakandan, right? Like they would view themselves as being Nigerian, not so much being African. So they wouldn't necessarily say like, that's not us, right? Like now, Black people, we have that collective viewpoint saying like, yo, like a Black person from Chicago is the same as a Black person from Detroit is the same as a Black person from Oakland. Whereas they might view it like, we're from Wakanda, we're not from Africa. And that shit is happening over there.
That's what Okoye was saying.
They not part of us. We not gonna get involved with that. That was how I thought the old kings viewed it, right?
They did, but T'Challa saw something different. That's why he came to Oakland and set up a whole school center in the Black Panther.
Well, he learned that though from Killmonger, because Killmonger was like, "Yo, like we all Black. I'm supposed to be here.
I agree.
And y'all watched us go through all this."
That's what T'Chaka's father saw, right? Killmonger's father.
Exactly. That's what his father saw, because he sent him out.
T'Chaka's brother.
Part of the Black Panther movement out there in Oakland.
Right.
So that's how.
But to her point, Chloe, no, they should have got involved in Infinity War because they were going to get snapped anyway.
That was all for ratings, y'all.
Wait, nah. I'll be completely honest. With the technology of that alien species, they're not going to hide from them. Really?
Right.
All it is a cloaking mechanism. That's it. The same thing that's on the Queen jet.
Like they found them.
And they came right there.
Yeah, you got a good point.
So there was no
Let me
hiding.
go to the tape.
You can't hide from the snap.
Go to the tape. Let me do a little research. Hold up. Okay, so they found them. I don't know. Wakanda
They
should
dropped right there on top of them.
What's this?
Even
How
when
did they find
the
them?
stone
How
was
did they
there.
even know to drop there?
The stone was there.
The stone, vision.
Well, so how did the stone get there?
Well, okay, fine. They brought vision there.
Okay, then.
But the snap still
Ain't
would have
nobody
affected them regardless.
But the
Yeah.
Like it
snap was
did.
gonna happen either way.
The stone shouldn't have been in Wakanda.
right. So would you rather be on the team that could prevent the snap or just wait for the snap to happen, knowing it's about to happen?
You can't prevent anything. It was going to be a war, regardless. But my thing is,
almost
Wakanda
stopped
should have. Wakanda should not have had the stone there. That's like you hiding the stone at the motherboard. Why would you do that?
Because they were trying to separate the stone from a other superhero. So that's like one of your friends. You can't do that to one of your friends now.
Right.
Agreed.
Keep
But to
on
answer
bet.
the original question, Josh, you know me, I love the movie. This party was great. We definitely got to do it again.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's definitely one. Well, we did a top 10 Marvel. We should get Nate's top 10.
Oh yeah.
Comic book movies for the last 10 years. Actually, you got to get it back on here. But
Last decade.
last decade, yeah. Has he heard our show?
Parts of it.
Look
Oh,
at
that's
that.
what I'm talking about, Nate.
Hey, Nate, Josh and I and Tony too did a top 10 comic book films of the last decade. 1 through 10. So we want to know what your 10 is. You would rate them. Or 1 through 10, like in order.
The last 10 years.
Last 10. So Dark Knight, Iron Man can't be in it. They came out
That's
2008. Yeah, that's out. It's hard, right? Yeah,
That's
it's very
hard.
hard.
10's a lot though. Let's see.
No, it wasn't a lot. Was it for us? This was good.
I like Infinity War.
No. He just named a movie. You got to go 10 through 1. But you got to do it now. Whenever you get a chance, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna start trying to work my way down.
Yeah,
but I'll come up with a list.
My number 1 was Winter Soldier. In the last, was it Winter Soldier?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Winter Soldier.
You like Winter Soldier
yeah.
more than Infinity War?
Oh yeah, Winter Soldier.
Infinity War is my favorite one, Nate.
Yeah, I'm dang. Winter Soldier's good. Winter Soldier.
Endgame was mine.
When did it come
Endgame
out,
was
though?
yours, right, Tony? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Endgame was mine.
When did it come out? Hulk didn't have his moment though.
I know that is true. But I can't
Jeez.
exclude that the movie was so good.
Thought it would have been Ragnarok. At least Hulk was in that.
True, but Ragnarok. Well, I got a review, and I don't want to spoil it. I got a review of watching it again, so I don't want to say. But yeah, I mean, I feel like without Hope in the last movie, it made it not a. The movie was so good. Like you can't. Endgame was just so awesome. Even, and I'm biased because I'm a Hulk fan, but it still was just so phenomenal, man. A masterpiece, you know. So, and that's what makes me so upset because it would have been even greater had it had that Hulk movie. Like I literally would have died and been like, Avengers Endgame was the best movie I ever seen in my life, but I can't do that.
So Chloe, will Black Panther be your best Marvel movie in the last 10 years? Of course, yeah.
Of course. Well, actually, what's the one? The Spider-Man, what's it called? The cartoon with Miles Morales.
Oh,
yes, that's on my list.
Into the Spider-Verse.
That's on my top 10.
That movie. That is like my ultimate favorite movie.
Yes.
Into the Spider-Verse.
That's the good
which
one.
Josh never seen, by the way.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Why did we do Infinity War and not Into the Spider-Verse?
Can we do that next? Can we do that next?
Yeah, let's do that next.
Yo, let's do that next.
Like, why would that not have been the movie you picked?
Yeah.
Because Josh never seen it, so he didn't care about it.
Miles Morales.
Thank you, Tony. Someone who understands me, right?
Yeah. Yo, you should have seen that one though. You sleep.
Sleep.
I even had to get the Jordans. I had to get the J's.
Oh, you.
Wait, they have Jade?
The O ones, the Spider-Man ones.
Oh yeah, the ones, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
That
I didn't know
movie was
that.
so good. That
It
movie
was great.
really
I
good.
told Josh, it's a great movie. Like,
It's on the list, guys.
It
It
was
should have been
good.
number 1 on the list, not
I'm
number
shocked you didn't
0.
put that on there. Like,
It was good.
what,
I'm not jumping out the window like it was, like Mike is.
that's probably the best Spider-Man movie, period.
Yeah, but I
Thank
think
you.
here's
Thank
the
you.
problem.
That's what I said.
Here's the problem with that movie Faces. It wasn't live action, so it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And Mike, you even said that too. You was like, you know what? Like, had it been live action, but it would have been silly if it was live action with,
It
some of the
doesn't
stuff
work if
I
it's
won't
live
say.
action.
No.
Right. So I feel like I can't fully give it that credit because it wasn't live action.
But
So
it's
just
a
because
comic.
it's animated,
it's based on a
it
comic
doesn't.
book, though. Like, it's a
based
comic.
off. It's based off a comic.
Okay,
It's
well,
not
here's
real
the
life.
question. Okay, here it is. Well, then, if we're going off of comics, the greatest movie ever was Transformers, the movie that came out in 1986. Awesome, amazing. You can't knock it. Like it had everything you need. If that's
like
No, meaning like
video game.
it shouldn't be like a factor if it's live people or a cartoon because it's based off of a comic.
But here's the
I
factor.
agree.
The factor is the reason why these movies are so huge, and the reason why Josh didn't go see that movie because it wasn't live action. So when you think of like being a kid and being in the comic books and video games and cartoons, right? You the ultimate goal is to one day see if they could pull it off live action with real actors on CG, animatronics, whatever. So I feel like that's the ultimate goal. If you want to see how far that you could take this character, whatever, let's see you pull it off with directing, writing, whatever, music into a live action movie.
But we've done that with Spider-Man. They've done that like 7 times with Spider-Man.
Several
Million
times.
Again, so
They got like 7 movies with him.
And in
8.
order for that movie to be so amazing, it would have had to be live action. And
I
again,
disagree.
in live action, it wouldn't have worked that well.
I disagree too. I'm
You
with
watch
Nate and
anime,
Chloe.
don't you? Like,
Yeah. But my whole thing is like, again, I'm given like, I feel like it's so much easier to make a cartoon because things work in a cartoon that can't work on screen. And then people just say, it wasn't that silly. Or like, if you do certain stuff on screen, people tend to say like, it was kind of silly or it wasn't, it's a cartoon, whatever. In cartoon, you could get away with a lot. So I feel like you could sit down in your seat and watch a Spider-Man cartoon, anime, and be like, man, this was pretty good.
I disagree with that. Did you like the new Lion King or the Lion King that came out in 95?
I didn't see the new Lion King. But
Oh my
That's the
goodness.
complete opposite view.
Wait. But I'm a fan of Beauty and the Beast, so I've seen Beauty and the Beast because he mentioned Disney. Hold on, he mentioned the Disney movie, right? The live action versus cartoon.
Live action versus cartoon.
Right. I didn't see the Lion King, but I did see Beauty
Well-
and the Beast because I'm a big fan, and I watched the cartoon one day, and then the next day my wife and I went to the movies and seen the movie. And I actually liked the movie a little more because I feel like they explained more, whereas the cartoon, because it was a little more, it was animated, so they left out so much detail, where in the actual movie you had to have that in detail, or in order it would have been kind of silly. But the cartoon, you overlook stuff like, where'd all the villagers, spoiler alert, where'd all the villagers go?
But and I agree with you, Tony. But in Into the Spider-Verse, I don't feel like it was the craziness that made it good. It was the heart in the movie. It was the writing in the movie, the storyline. Yeah.
That's
I
all
give you
that matters.
Uncle Aaron. Like,
No, yeah, I
I
give
don't
you
want to
that.
spoil it for Josh over there, but like,
Yeah.
watch the movie.
Yeah.
Yo, the
No, here's
movie
the
was
thing.
lit. And then go ahead.
No, I give you that, but had you put everything in that movie live on it, would, like, for instance, certain characters, I'm not gonna say anything, you would have been like, what? I don't know. I guess it would have been the same thing as when you see Rocket Raccoon, so I guess that worked.
Well, speaking to the Lion King point, the new Lion King was trash compared
Okay.
to the
That's what I
original
heard.
Lion
That's the original.
King. And it
But,
was
but Aladdin was good though. The new
I
Aladdin
didn't
was
see
good.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
I didn't see that either.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
I
It's
didn't
on
see it either.
Y'all had
I didn't
Disney
see
Plus?
Was
I
it
didn't
good
see
because
any
Will
of them.
Smith was in it? Like,
Yeah, I don't have Disney Plus. My daughter does, but I didn't get Disney Plus. I feel like they don't have any newer content besides the Mandalorian that I'm interested in. So I feel like when my friends all got it, they was like, "Oh man, I fell asleep watching DuckTales." Like, bro, I'm not buying it to watch DuckTales I seen when I was
Yo.
14.
They made
Like,
a new DuckTales show that you should watch because it's damn good.
Nah,
I did watch all the old X-Men show, cartoon
All
shows.
the old X-Men's on there. All the old Spider-Man's on there.
Now, here's the thing. I probably would watch it, but if I got it for newer content. So if I got it because like when the
Falcon
new
and
Marvel
Winter
shows come out
on there.
yes,
Loki.
when that come out 10 years from now, then I'm gonna get it and I'll be. I'm just saying. Listen. You know?
So Nate, if you had to say number one, could you say number one right now? Top last 10 years in comic book films.
Comic book films for me, number one would probably be Infinity War. Last 10 years, Infinity War. It took. Look, this was like a 12-year project, 12-year project that they put together to bring it on screen, and they pulled it off. Like
I got Infinity War over Endgame myself, so yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, like from beginning to end, like I feel like the story for me in Infinity War was tighter than Endgame. I feel like Endgame is two movies. I got the time heist, and then I have the battle, right? I have the time heist, and then I have the battle against Thanos at the end. So like those to me are like almost two separate movies.
But they
got to undo the snap. After they undo the snap, then they got to like.
I feel like by you separating the movie, you're downplaying the movie, but that's not fair because that was a complete movie. So I feel like, man, you got all of that. You got two movies in one if you look at it. You know, so it make it a greater movie because you got so much in one movie, and they pulled it off.
Same length as Infinity War, and it's the same.
Yeah. I have to go right now. It's funny. Okay. I'm into this, but I got another Zoom thing going on right now. And I feel like
we'll talk to you, bro.
Yeah. All right. Man, hey, listen, it was good talking to Chloe, and it was good talking to you too, Nate. And take care, Josh and Mike.
All
right, Tony Stark Jr.
All right, later.
See.
If I can figure out how to leave. Oh, there we go.
There's an option that says leave meeting.
At the bottom.
Muggles, am I right?
Yeah, right. Can't contradict as always.
Yo, Josh, you saw that meme I sent you, right? Talking about if somebody call you a mudblood day one.
Yeah, right.
You got to show up at a cadaver day.
You have to. You can't be doing that.
Y'all Harry Potter fans?
Huh?
Are y'all Harry Potter fans?
Yes, sir.
No. Well, okay. Don't do it, Josh. No, you go do it.
Well, okay. I'm sorry. Miguel, this full disclosure, he has not read the books, nor seen the films, or even read the books or seen Lord of the Ring film.
Oh, he's lucky.
Why do you have to add that?
You're lucky because you get to experience it from the beginning.
Thank you.
From the beginning. There you go.
Like
exactly.
like Harry Potter, I never read the books. I tried to read the first one, Chamber of Secrets, and my attention spans didn't allow.
That's not the first one, though.
Well, what's the first? No, wait, don't tell me. Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. I don't remember right now. The first book, I got it for Christmas, and I couldn't finish reading it.
Right.
But my cousin, she loves Harry Potter, so she would read the books, and then we would go see the movies together, and then she would like fill me in on the parts that wasn't in the movie. But you're in for a treat.
I mean, they're good. They're good.
I won't read the books, but I will
hold
watch
fairly true.
Yeah, watch the film.
I've read the books and watched the films. They hold true.
And Lord of the Rings, I watched. I mean, I've read the Game of Thrones books and I've seen that, but I didn't do those. So.
Okay.
So I got through 2 of the Game of Thrones books.
What happened?
Well, I got the first book and I started reading it before the show came out.
Right.
And I got like through the first part of it and was like, I have no clue who anybody is. You know, he introduces like 10 characters. They're all around the same age. All their names sound the same. And I was like, I don't know who the hell anybody is. So I stopped. I started watching it. And then I went back and read the 2 books. And then I just hadn't bought the rest of them.
Game of Thrones is confusing at first.
Yeah. Like I said, not having like I was like John, Rob, Bran, Rickon, like all these boys. All around the same age, all of them are Starks. And like I had no clue who anybody was.
You know why it's confusing? Because it kind of starts in the middle of the story. Game of Thrones.
Really?
Really think about it.
Yeah. And the accent. I had to put on subtitles for like the first.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I watched it with subtitles because I didn't want to miss out on anything.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Did you need subtitles for season 2 of Luke Cage?
Oh, for the Jamaican guy?
for the patois?
My boy Bushmaster.
Bushmaster, no, I didn't. I like Luke
My mom needed subtitles for that. So
my favorite part, he always corrects her name, Dilla Stoke.
Stokes, Mariah Stokes.
He will not let you say Diller at all. Like he'll correct you every time.
By the way, I haven't watched Luke Cage season 2 yet either.
Oh man.
Season 2 is Bushman, or is he season 1?
What's his name?
Bushmaster
season 2.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I did see
it was
season 2.
Cottonmouth season 1.
Right.
Cottonmouth.
Oh, that
they
was
played
good, too.
Cottonmouth. He was going too soon. I was so mad about that.
Marvel gets rid of a lot of villains. The only one
But they didn't give him the whole season though. He only got 6 episodes. Cottonmouth, like he was gone already. Like, I was so mad. Diamondback was weak, was whack. Like
Diamondback was whack. I prefer Cottonmouth over Diamondback.
He was just he was smooth. He was, you know what I mean? Like his acting was so. I mean,
it's
first Ali, but right, but still, like
it's the new Blade, right?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
he definitely gonna be Blade.
Yeah, he's the new Blade. So
I'm surprised you haven't seen that season yet. Actually,
yeah, you got to check that one out.
Yeah, I was a little busy building podcasts and whatnot, but I'll eventually get around to it.
I mean, you just had to sit through 3 hours of Infinity War, and you could have watched 3 episodes of Luke Cage season 2.
Or I could watch Into the Spider-Verse, and everyone can watch my reaction because I'll be watching it for the first time, and then we could watch Luke Cage season 2, and it'll be the same thing.
Fair enough. Hey, don't forget Michael Jordan.
Is that your favorite Netflix Marvel show, Luke Cage?
Yeah. Wait, what's that?
Is that your favorite Netflix Marvel show, Luke Cage?
It's up there, but Daredevil.
I think Daredevil too is better.
Daredevil was better.
Yeah, I agree.
Daredevil was better, especially the fight scenes. I was yo, I know Danny Rand, I know Iron Fist is supposed to be like this ultimate fighter, but Daredevil was whooping everybody. You get the Punisher in that. You get
the Punisher was good too. It was so yeah, especially season 1 of the Punisher. That's really good.
Oh yeah,
season 2 actually. Danny Rand, Iron Fist was whack both seasons.
Iron Fist was whack. I haven't finished season 3.
Is it 3?
Yeah, season 2. I haven't finished season 2.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones season 3 I haven't started because I don't like her friends either.
I don't like her.
I don't like Jessica. I don't like none of her friends.
Her character.
Season 3 is probably the best of Jessica Jones. Like the last.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So I should watch it.
You should watch it. The first 2 were whack, but season 3 is not bad. Actually.
But see, I like David Tennant. David Tennant was the villain in season 1.
The mind dude, right? Yeah, the mind control dude. Yeah.
Doctor No.
From Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, yeah.
Yeah, but her friend becomes her true comic book self in kind of season 3. That's why I like the cat chick and whatnot.
Okay.
Blonde or whatever. So I think she's
Trish.
Trish, yeah.
God, Trish gets on my.
Yeah, I like her more in season 3 because she became like, we'll see. The Defenders I didn't like though. I didn't like the Defenders at all. I thought that was whack.
The Defenders was weird.
Yeah.
I did like the episode. I did like Luke Cage and Danny Rand together in that, but it was just weird with Danny Rand. Like Iron Fist wasn't like powerful at all. He was just kind of weak.
The best thing about those shows was they were intertwining with each other. I thought that was pretty dope. Actually.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, it reminded me of the CW shows.
Oh, Black Lightning over here.
Their budget seems to be low in the CW shows. I can't really watch those shows.
They don't have that Disney money.
Yeah, that's definitely accurate. They had to get
the costumes seem cheap on the CW.
Right.
But
you think they would have it since it was both Warner's and CBS? I'm like, y'all need to put some more money up together. Come on.
Yes, like come on, like yeah. I can't watch it.
So I know Anthony's gone now, but what is crazy is I do like the animated DC stuff way more.
I heard the Harley Quinn one is really good.
The Harley Quinn one is good. The Harley Quinn is good. She's got a show. All the movies, like the Suicide Squad movies that they had on there, the Justice League movies, the animated ones are good. The live action ones, in my opinion, have been bad. Other than
what about the Titans?
Teen Titans?
No, yeah, well, Titans show. Don't they got a show on DC?
I don't know if they have a show. I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I know that's more DC than Marvel. I don't know if you're on a Marvel kick right now or if y'all been looking at the 2 backgrounds I got over here with Chloe and Josh.
Oh no, Batman is my favorite comic book character of all time.
Batman.
Bruce.
Bruce Wayne.
Young Master Wayne.
Okay. You did see Joker then?
Of course. Actually, Miguel and I did a review on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Needed more action.
Mm-hmm. It was more of a drama. Yeah.
It was.
I get it. Right.
Yeah.
I get it. But like, I wanted to see some action. Like, I went to go see the Joker because I wanted to see some action.
But it wouldn't be a Heath Ledger Joker or even a Jack Nicholson Joker.
Like, Heath Ledger Joker?
They're the best.
Yeah, by far.
Did you guys see our Joker review that we have? Did you give it to them, Josh?
He just mentioned it. I haven't seen it. Is it on YouTube or is it on a podcast? What's it on?
It's both. So both parts are out on YouTube, and there's a full audio version on podcast.
Okay.
I'll send it in the group.
Yeah, send it to them for sure because it's good. People liked it actually, the review a lot.
Okay.
And then the Joker was so slow. I found myself laughing at parts I probably shouldn't have laughed at.
You laughing like him when he was in the comedy club?
No, the part where he walked into the glass.
Oh, that was hilarious. When he dropped the gun, I died laughing.
Yeah.
He dropped the gun in front of all the kids. It was like, oh, bro, like what you?
Yeah,
I got my issues with it too, but you'll see it on our review that we did. So
okay, I'll check out the review on that. I mean, I know Josh is recording here, so for your Infinity War review, got any questions?
Let's see. My number one question is, you guys honestly thought they were going to win at the beginning? Because I never thought they were going to win.
So here's my rationale behind it. My rationale behind it was reading the comics. I know they win, right? And what comic movie in general have they had anybody win? Right? Like the closest one was maybe if you think of through the first couple Avengers, Loki technically wins, right? Like Loki wins. He gets the throne in Asgard, right? From the first Thor, Avengers, and Thor 2, he wins in that one. That's right. The only thing I can think of.
He wins. He kind of like sneakily steals the throne, but I don't know.
Right, but he won, right? He got Thor. Thor left.
That's
Odin
winning.
Was banished,
yeah, that's winning for Loki. That's winning for Loki.
That's winning. Because as they said in the first Avengers movie, remember Tony Stark, he lands and he looks at it and he's like, there's no way you win this. There's no throne you sit on at the end because the earth will always have us to avenge it. But
so he didn't win the earth, but he won.
He didn't win Earth, but he won Asgard because he didn't care about the earth. He didn't care about the earth. Like
he wanted to rule the earth. He said it in the first Avengers, I want to rule the earth. Loki.
But he's lying there, right? Like we know he doesn't care at all about the humans. And Thor points it out to him. He was like, you think they're smaller than you? You're just trying to rule over them. And he ends up winning Asgard and takes it over up until Thor Ragnarok. So in all the movies, that's the only time I can think of a villain truly winning. So when I hear this one and I see like Thanos shows up already overpowered, right? Like the strongest Avenger we got, Thor, he's already beaten him before the movie has started. Like he's holding him by his neck at the very beginning of the movie. So I'm like, well, where does Thanos go from here, right? Like how does where does he go? So I'm thinking the whole movie is just them slowly trying to creep everybody else up to him. Like we see Thanos getting more and more stones, right? He's getting more and more powerful, but I thought it was just going to be like his downfall, right? Like he was going to get so arrogant by getting more and more powerful while the Avengers were slowly catching up to him. And I thought that was how, at the end, I thought Thor was going to be the one to put the final blow on it. Because Thor loses in the beginning and then goes off on basically this hero quest.
Yeah.
Like I said, he has to go restart a star, go find the weapon, go get the training, get his crew, and get to Earth and find Thanos and beat him.
After losing everything.
So he went on his hero quest, and I thought that was going to be how the Avengers won it.
I agree. I didn't think they would lose. I never saw, like, it surprised me. and I thought that they would eventually. It just felt like, especially with the way the trailers were set up, that fake trailer, whatever, when the Hulk and them were running together, it felt like they were running to kind of beat Thanos, at the end. And you know what I should have known? When they were split up, when one team was on Titan and one team was on Wakanda, and I should have figured it out then, actually, because they all weren't together. So I was like, which one was going to actually beat him, And but no, I didn't see it coming at all. At all.
Interesting. Even with all the Infinity Stones.
She muted us.
I mean, as he started collecting them, yeah, but still, like him, I thought Thor or someone would eventually be able to beat him. I didn't think that, or stop him at least, because for his quest.
I mean, Thor nearly got there at the end.
Huh?
Thor nearly got there, so you're not wrong.
Before it just end like that, like I said, like it ends like with people dusting off and the movie's going off. Like you never saw that. I mean, you might have did, but a lot of people didn't see that coming at all. Like,
I mean, I didn't see the dust, but yeah, Chloe, what do you think?
Well, okay, so I like Thanos.
Yeah.
He's a great bad guy.
Same color as our birthstone, actually.
Yeah, amethyst. So I was sad at the end when everyone dusted off, but I wanted to see him win secretly. Like I wanted to see what would happen if Thanos won. Like what happened. Yeah, because sometimes you want to see the bad guy win. And he wasn't really bad. He was a very complex character.
Yes, I love Thanos, actually.
That's what I say.
It was interesting. And then the father-daughter dynamic, and it was very interesting.
Even when he was about to kill Tony, he said, "I hope they remember you." Like I love that line right there. I was just like, who says that when they're about to beat somebody up for killing?
Yeah.
He had the best one-liners, and even though Joker's like the Heath Joker is a better villain than me, Thanos had the best one-liners to me ever. Almost.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My man.
Even in Endgame.
Giving sermons while he whipped you.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So what was crazy to me was I felt that the Thanos we got in Endgame is very different than the Thanos you get in Infinity War.
Right.
The Thanos you get in Endgame was still hungry.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
He hadn't gone through the trials and tribulations of getting the stones. He didn't lose his daughter. Like the one we got in Infinity War was very how I said he was extremely powerful at the very beginning? I just felt like he was playing with the Avengers the whole movie.
Right.
Endgame, he got serious because he was like, yo, I won, and y'all tried to end this. Y'all trying to undo what I already did.
Yeah.
And so he came in very arrogant and with that same warmonger mentality rather than what he had in Infinity War, which is why it's so crazy.
I like the Thanos in Infinity War better, though, actually.
Yeah.
I like Thanos in Infinity War better, actually.
Same here, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like the one in Infinity War is framed from his perspective more than anybody else.
Yeah.
It's
the one in Endgame, though, I like that he just he takes a seat and wait for him to come out. I love that part. Like, I'll wait for you guys. Take a little break. I'm gonna just chill for a second.
Yeah.
Get up all slow. Just take my time.
So it's time. Put it at work.
By himself against the 3 top Avengers, really. Like he was getting them. So.
Right. Giving them that work.
Yeah.
And why is it that his weapon can cut the Cap shield? Like, what did they say something about that? I think.
I don't know. I didn't see anything what they said it was made of. Right. Because vibranium is the strongest material on Earth, but not necessarily in the universe.
Right. And it came from the universe technically. So.
Right. So.
Law of deduction there.
Right.
Any other questions, Josh?
That was basically it. So I guess the next time we get to explore the universe of, what's it, Mr. Morales? Is that his name?
Miles Morales.
You like that?
Eminem.
I'm telling you, Josh, you gonna like it.
People were sleeping on that movie. I watched it like 10 times.
I love that movie. I told you. So my top 10 list. Oh, and when you get your top 10 list next time, Nate, your
top 10 list.
Top 10 this last decade.
Yeah.
You need the top 10, and like I said, that's probably my top Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wait, more than Tobey Maguire?
No, I'll take Spider-Man 2 over that.
You think Spider-Man 2 is great. Spider-Man 2 is probably my number 2.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2 right behind Into the Spider-Verse.
Guess who in this chat likes Spider-Man 3? I know.
Yo, Dark Peter is great. It's fantastic.
With the little dance?
Yeah, when he's just picking up random supermodels in Manhattan. Yes. Nate Dogg, yes.
Man.
That movie's not good, right?
No. Sandman could have been cut out of that. They could have cut out Venom from, like, you could have had a whole movie with just Peter and Harry.
Thank you. I'm talking to this guy. Show it to me.
Mary Jane didn't make any sense in that movie. Like,
they even had Gwen Stacy for like a brief moment at a restaurant for no reason.
Thank you. Like, no.
Hey, I didn't say it was a top film. I just said I liked it better. That's it.
Then Spider-Man 2?
Spider-Man 2?
Nah, Spider-Man 1.
I don't like it better than Spider-Man 1.
Me either.
That's probably my least favorite. I might like the Amazing Spider-Mans more.
I think it's the lowest Spider-Man on the list, the whole list, actually, of all of them.
Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will put Into the Spider-Verse number 2 after Spider-Man 2 for me. That's
those are good. Doc Ock was good.
Yeah. Into Spider-Verse 2's coming out, actually. I'm looking forward to that.
It's coming out for real? When?
Yeah.
You know, Sony got to make that money.
I think December 2021. Yeah, should be out.
Okay.
After the quarantine.
Of course, when we all can finally leave our house and hit the movies.
2021 AC after COVID. Got it.
After COVID.
That's deep.
Maybe because it's animated, they can still work on it.
That's what I'm saying. They should be working on that right now.
Yeah.
So it says April 8th, 2022.
Dang,
okay, there we
push
go.
it back. I mean, everything's been getting delayed, right? Like, you might not want to come out when you thought you were going to come out. I know I'm not trying to come out against any Marvel movies, right? Black Panther 2, I ain't putting no movies near that.
I can't wait for Black Panther 2. It's about to go down.
And the whole Marvel timeline is off too, because think about it. Black Widow got pushed to November, off of May. What was scheduled for after that? I just saw Eternals. Yeah. Yep.
How you feel about that while we're on the show? How you feel about these newer movies, Eternals, Shang-Chi?
So what's crazy is what it's actually done for me is it's got me reading more comics that I didn't think I would. Like, I started reading the Eternals and trying to learn the stories. It's just kind of like any comic book nerd's dream, right? Like, as he said, seeing the stuff on a big screen, like, how could you pull it off? I can only watch Uncle Ben die so many times. I can only watch them kill Martha and Thomas Wayne. Even in a movie that barely had Bruce Wayne in it, I still had to see Martha and Thomas die. And those damn pearls, right? Like, there's comics been being made since the 30s, 40s, right? Like, there's so many stories to tell that I am ready for some new stories. Like I said, Uncle Ben has died like 10 times.
But do you think Marvel has reached its apex, I guess? Like, can the new movies surpass these ones, you think? Anyway?
I think
the technology,
so.
Right?
Well, technology and some of the stories they have are really good. The Kree Skull War, Skrull and Kree, that's good. Galactus, if they could actually do that one right, that one would be good. They got so many stories. Like, how many people even knew the story of Thanos with the Infinity?
I know I didn't.
I did, but yeah, I agree with that.
Comic book fans might, but the average viewer doesn't. If they could drop in Wolverine in the X-Men, have Magneto going.
Fantastic Four. Yeah.
Fantastic Four. The heroes the stories that we're all used to already, like, we haven't even touched. Venom's not in the MCU yet.
Yeah,
he won't ever get in the MCU.
I don't think he's going to get in it, but I'm just saying, like, there's so many stories that are bigger that we haven't touched. And they pulled off this one. They made this one the biggest comic event in like the last 10 years.
Well, and your defense, you're right, because like, who knew about the Guardians before they came out, and now they love the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I love them.
Yeah, me too. I said the same.
I love the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Groot, like, so cute.
They got you happy over a talking tree that says 3 words.
Right. They got a talking tree, a talking raccoon. Like, who knows about them at all? I've never heard of them before the Marvel movies at all.
So wait, Nate, you think it's going to be as Guardians, right? That banter between Chris and Chris, you have to have that.
You have to have that. But the only problem I run into is the fact that James Gunn got pulled off of Guardians 3 for a bit. That delayed that movie. And so now I think it's coming out after Thor 4.
Ah, okay.
So how do you have him with the Guardians of the Galaxy and after his own movie where he probably
unless they put Guardians in a scene or two in Thor 4 and then he leaves them or something like that. Yeah.
But then for the movie with the Guardians of the Galaxy, like if that comes out after, it depends on when it's set.
He might not be able to get a whole movie with them. They might do a couple scenes with them.
A couple scenes together. I could see that.
And then he might
a whole
leave
movie with them would be hilarious.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I don't see it happening.
I'm getting really excited though with Disney Plus. I know a lot of y'all don't have it.
I have it.
Oh, I have it. I have
it. Because the potential is like they're saying, like if you have that, you could put those characters in the stories there, right? Because they're doing the whole What If series.
Yep.
They're gonna do like, what if this happened? What if this happened? It's just going to be a bunch of hypotheticals, like 30, 40-minute shows of like just different random events. So yeah, if you just gave me 30 minutes of the Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor and that, I'll take it.
I actually got it for free for a year, as Josh would know. I have Verizon, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've been on that.
I watched all those X-Men cartoons as soon as it came out, but Tony is right. They do need more new content, though. He's right about that.
Yeah. So. Well, that's why I think it's so cheap right now, right? Get everybody on. You watch all the old stuff, and then they can start putting out some more.
New content. That's what they need.
I mean, 50 million subscribers. Yeah.
Well, because already Mandalorian. Then they got we talked about the other day, the Mandalorian documentary coming out. So
okay, Mandalorian's good. Clone Wars, they had a whole season of that going.
I don't do Clone Wars, man.
Love it. I'm a Star Wars fan, big time.
I am too, but I don't think Clone Wars belongs in the Star Wars because it's not. You know why? It's not a part of the movies. I hate that Clone Wars.
It adds so much more though. Like,
listen,
they cut out the whole Clone Wars in the movies. You see the beginning of the war and you see the end of the war.
Exactly, because you know why?
They created a 6-season series about it.
That's the point. How long were the freaking Clone Wars? 20 years? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't go along with the movies at all.
It's only like 3 years long.
If you look at episode, no, it's not. Because Ahsoka time went from a little girl to almost an adult by the time the Clone Wars happened.
The Clone Wars started at the end of episode 2.
Right, and
he was like 19.
Who?
Anakin.
Ahsoka was a little girl in the beginning of the Clone Wars. And on the cartoon, and by the time it ends, she's almost an adult. So it's like, how many years does this go on?
No, she's not an adult. If you're talking about Rebels, that's after like we got Vader and all that other. I don't know if y'all have seen Clone Wars or Rebels or Star Wars or.
And besides Miguel, she's an alien species. They all age differently. Come on.
My point is that he don't even mention his Padawan in episode 3, so it's like it's not even existing.
George does not come up with a streamlined plan from beginning
to
end.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. Yeah,
he makes this up as he goes along. Okay, Luke, I guarantee you, Leia was not Luke's sister in episode 4.
She wasn't. She was not.
Halfway through episode 5, he was like, "I'm gonna make her his sister."
Right. I agree with that because Vader didn't. You know how I knew that? Because Vader didn't even sense her in the same ship next to her.
Exactly.
Standing in front of her, interrogating her. Didn't know that's his daughter.
But he can sense Luke. In like a ship.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. George makes this up as he goes along.
Okay. Right? But that's why I like Clone Wars, because it's like when you watch episode 2 and 3, it doesn't seem like these many stories happen in between there that the Clone Wars present and whatnot. They don't seem like that.
But Anakin goes from being like a little kid, like a teenager, to a man, right?
He does, but it don't seem like he's like, like war ridden. And like I said, like there's a lot of closeness between him and Ahsoka from what I can tell. And it feels like she didn't exist in episode 3. Like,
this is true. But again, like I said, he didn't plan this out.
Yeah.
Episode 3 was written, put in film, and delivered to the fans before Clone Wars was a thing.
And now they're talking about adding her to the next Mandalorian, which is 5 years after episode 6. I'm like, who is this girl? Like, why is she keep
But she was in, if you watch Rebels, this is how Disney's getting you, though. They're like, if you want to know the full story, you got to get Disney Plus. You got to watch the shows.
Right.
Did you see Solo?
I saw Solo.
Did all y'all see Solo?
Yes.
Damn. Watch Solo. Solo is one of the better Star Wars movies in general. In my opinion.
All these different parts in Star Wars throughout where they act like there's no more Jedi. But apparently Ahsoka been there the whole time. But when Luke comes, they're like he was the first Jedi in 20 years.
But she leaves the Jedi Order.
But she was in the galaxy, though. So, I mean, nobody's been doing.
But there were other people, too. Like, you get Kanan. Like, you get all these characters.
That's what I mean. But people act like there's no more Jedi. Even now, in Mandalorian, first season, they're like, what is this Jedi species? But apparently, there's several Jedi still around. So it's like.
That's true. That's fair. That's fair. That's why I say a lot of it does not make sense. But
it doesn't.
But the point of Solo that I liked was at the very end when they introduced who is leading Crimson Dawn.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And you see that through Clone Wars.
But that was okay. So that was Solo was set 10 years after episode 3. What I know.
No. So that's when does that take place?
10 years after episode 3. Before episode 4, but 10 years
Before
after
episode 4. Yes.
Right. But 10 years after episode 3. Because the person who leads Crimson Dawn, he was killed at some point before episode 4 started.
Was he? Yes, he was. He was
right.
killed.
But not in the cartoons.
Yeah. Watch Rebels.
Watch Rebels.
Rebels is weird to me. Seasons 1 and 2. Well, season 1, real kiddie. Season 2,
think it doesn't connect all the way for me. So I have some problems with that. I mean, Josh, send him our Star Wars. What's the last movie?
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Our review on that. You'll see my issues with that.
Oh yeah, because we actually ranked every single Star Wars film.
We did that too.
If you don't start off with 5 as number 1, you're already wrong.
Well, 5 is number 1. 5 is number 1. 5 is the best.
5 is my number 1.
Empire Strikes Back.
It's not everyone's number 1. It is my number 1.
Okay, I was about to say, like, if y'all not starting off with that as the top choice.
Yeah, 5 is 1. 5 is
you're already gonna have some problems.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Josh and I disagreed on the Rise of Skywalker. We got a review on that too somewhere.
I have to hear
podcast.
that. I can talk about that. I can talk about Star Wars forever. I know this is an recording, but I can talk about it.
Yo, Josh, send him all of our stuff, man.
He's like, everyone here is already in the group, so.
I'm in the group
on WhatsApp.
I'm in the group.
I'm not in a group.
On WhatsApp, you are now. You're part of the Avengers now, guys.
I was like, I'm not in a group.
All right. Well, send them our stuff, man. We got me and Josh got a lot of hours of reviews and
now I'm in the group.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of hours of reviews and rankings. We gotta send you stuff. It's a lot.
Okay. Yeah. I could talk about that forever. Chloe, we got to get you on some Star Wars.
You know what? Okay, I've seen the Star Wars movies, but it's been a long time. Like, I've seen them in the movie theater.
Did you see the newest one?
But, I don't think so.
You didn't see Rise of Skywalker?
About December.
No. I have to do a refreshing of the Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Well, do you have Disney Plus?
No, so when y'all could send me the login, that would be nice.
There you go.
If I get it for free, maybe I'll send it to these. I don't pay for it anyway, so.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
we'll take care of it. I just wouldn't want this part as on the YouTube video, let's say.
Yeah, because then
saying things like that.
Send it in the Avengers chat.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Because they're all on there, and while you're on quarantine, it's
Exactly.
I want to see Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. There
Mandalorian.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm definitely gonna buy a baby Yoda. Right? I'm gonna buy a baby Yoda.
Got to get a baby Yoda. Yeah.
I have a Yoda. You guys want to see him?
Yes.
He's Easter Yoda.
The little backpack. Yeah. I gotta see this.
Yo, Miguel, do you see the Yoda toys they came out with? Oh, wow.
That should be the cover. That should be the screenshot for this podcast. Right?
Yoda buddy.
He has bunny ears. They don't come off.
What is it? Is it Easter theme?
Yeah, it's the Easter Yoda.
Wow. So you would definitely have me thinking you're a Star Wars fan with that.
Yeah, no, this is just for the cameras, guys. It's my nephews.
That's when you Twitch streaming right there, right? He sits next to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Get on that Star Wars Fallen Order if y'all not.
Oh, I need to get on that next. That because I'm starting the gaming channel, so I still got to catch up on Assassin's Creed. Got to do that. So we want to add that to the list. I got to do the Spider-Man as well.
Did we talk about how bad that movie was too? Assassin's Creed. Okay.
Which one?
Y'all discussed that, but I do not agree.
Yeah, that movie had some. I only watched it once.
Right.
I'm not saying it was great. I was just glad to get an Assassin's Creed movie.
They could have done some more.
Thank you.
Assassin's Creed in general could have done some more for me.
That's
after they finished the Desmond story. It kind of like the games have been good, but the story has kind of gone off the wall.
Exactly. And didn't that one creator go to a different gaming studio, and ever since then they haven't been the same?
Yeah, I mean, because they put them out every year, it's like Call of Duty. But yeah. I mean, if I get to go be an assassin through Greece and an assassin through Egypt, I'm gonna enjoy it.
I'm always gonna do that.
Is that the game with the like gods and stuff? I think I played that before.
No. God of War?
That's what I'm thinking of.
Because Nate, you playing that now, right?
Oh yeah, I beat that.
God of War is lit.
Yeah, God of War. Like I said, God of War and Spider-Man are my top two games on PlayStation right now.
Ooh, okay.
Those are my top two.
Add them to the list. I will be playing them.
I mean, I'm playing Final Fantasy VII now, but like God of War.
With the Assassin's game is when he's in like the village and he's like he has to be a secret spy and like not be seen.
Ezio Auditore, yes.
Okay, I played that before.
Okay. Well, they've made like a whole bunch of them. It just keeps going.
I think
the next one is supposed to be Vikings.
Really? Get out of here.
I think so.
Oh,
they talked about doing like a Vikings one, one in like Japan, like a ninja one.
Right.
They're trying to do a whole bunch of them, but like I said, they're just pumping them out at this point.
They did they had a Japanese one a couple years ago, but it was like a I think a
PSP,
something like that, or a mobile game, something like that.
Yeah.
But I would love to see them make the film better. I would agree. I just wish they would have actually they had a character from that time, like one of the games. Like get Ezio. He was like one of the most popular.
He was the most popular. Well, he had 3 games, so yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and he was Desmond.
He's the best one. He was the best one.
All right, though, guys, I'll wrap this up. Thank you for joining us, and I can't wait till we do this again. This will be pretty fun.
All right.
Yeah, Thanos, he's saying bye too.
All right, my aquarium brother.
Hey, Josh, I hope they remember you.
That's true, because you know why? I am Iron Man.
the map to Skywalker.